morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got a bunch of new stuff that we need to have a look at, including a brand new kind of product we've literally never seen before. So let's start there. It's called the Desktop File Pikachu, and it is going to be sold on the Pokemon Center and in Pokemon stores. And it's a little bit weird and a little bit awesome. And I think this picture kind of shows you what it's all about. Now, it's retailing for 2,200 yen, which, I mean, look, it's around about the price of a binder. It's a little bit cheaper than a playmat, which honestly is maybe not the best way to describe the price. Why don't I just tell you it's almost exactly $15 or £11. And what it very clearly is a bunch of little plastic pockets in a row of 3 where you can store a bunch of Pokemon cards and then flip them over. Essentially, it's a way to display 3 Pokemon cards on your desk at all times with a bunch of options to flick round to other cards whenever you like. Why is this being released? I don't really know. What is the point of this product? I'm not entirely sure. It's just incredibly cool, and I am a huge fan of it. It's coming out on the 5th of September, and I just think it's really fun. Now, the way it's described on the website is you can enjoy the different card arrangements every day with a daily calendar, or rearrange your favourite cards. Everyone can enjoy it in their own way. Enjoy your own desktop files. It's weird, ladies and gentlemen. It's so weird and kind of borderline pointless. And yet I'm 90% sure I'm going to try importing one of these, because I actually do have a nice little space on my desk in my studio where this would fit really nicely. And I'm just like, well, if I've got a nice space in my studio on my desk, I got a lot of Pokemon cards hanging around, shockingly enough. Now, one thing I do think deserves to be mentioned here, and that is the fact that actually it's not probably great for your best cards. I don't think this is the best way to store your favorite, most expensive cards. Because I think realistically here, this is maybe going to not keep them as flat as you would like, not going to keep them in as good condition as you like. Things like, let's say for argument's sake, I pulled 2 Umbreon and a Glaceon from a super premium collection as a random example. I'm not putting them in here and having them sitting on my desk, because I don't think that's going to keep them in good enough nick. What I may well do, however, is grab some random Okacheke commons, of which they've done many, put them in here, and then use this as a great way to basically be flicking around some of my favourite card art in the Pokemon TCG. I feel like sitting down every day and being able to see my favourite card art and then having an option to flick between them if I want to. I feel like that is going to make me a happy boy. I really like this. Is there any chance we're going to get a product like this outside of Japan, in the West? I don't know one way or the other. We've not been told one way or another. If you're asking for my opinion, and you can't because this is a video, but I'm willing to bet, I'm making these videos, maybe I should be giving my opinion. No, I don't think it is. I think this is exactly the kind of product which is a weird niche thing for the Japanese market and does not get released in the West. Would love to be wrong, but I also feel like this is not going to be a product that is scalped that heavily, so I think we might be all right. If, however, you're feeling Pikachu, but you don't want this weird desk calendar, how about these Pikachu sleeves? There's some new Pikachu sleeves that you may notice are very, very, very similar in design. They've got the same kind of background. It's just Pikachu and a bunch of berries. The background is berries, and Pikachu's holding berries. Why have we got Pikachu and berries? I don't know. We just do. I say we don't worry about it too much. And it's literally cool. The Japanese name for the sleeves is Pikachu and berries. They're not hiding it. It's Pikachu and berries. Having said that, I've heard rumours that Pikachu is quite a popular Pokemon, so I feel like some people are going to want these. These are retailing for the standard sleeve price of 889 yen, so you're talking about $6 or £4.50. They're cool. They're fine. Are they special? No, but they're still pretty cool. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a second, Wassy. September the 5th? What's even coming out on September the 5th? Well, on September the 5th, we have the Gengar and Diancie Mega EX decks. And this is very important, because I've got a few other products to show you in this video that tie in to those decks. And that is entirely the point here. Generally speaking, products released in Japan on the same day as a set tie into the set. That's not what we have here. What we have here are products that are tying in to the Gengar and Diancie Mega EX decks. And let's start off with Gengar. We've got deck box and sleeves coming for Gengar. These are going to be popular. People like Mega Gengar. Even if Mega Gengar is just a trash bag of an EX, and I don't think it is, incidentally. I think it looks like a very good EX. But even if Mega Gengar was a complete trash bag of a card, it's still Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is very popular, and Mega Gengar will always remain very popular. So for that alone, people are going to absolutely want this. But it also looks like an incredibly good card. By the way, the deck box you can see here, you got a faux leather deck box with a couple of dividers, and this one is going to be retailing for, again, 2,200 yen. That is the same, incidentally, as the little calendar I showed you. So you're talking $15 or £11. And then the sleeves are using the same design, basically. And they are, now these are premium matte sleeves, which means they are a little bit fancier. So they're 990 yen, which is almost exactly £5 or about $6.70. And they're cool. People are going to want them. And the thing is, Gengar looks incredibly good moving forward into the upcoming meta. Mega Gengar has an ability that says while it's in play, doesn't need to be active or any of that, just while it's in play, all of your Darkness Pokemon, when they are KO'd by your opponent's Pokemon EX, give up one fewer prize. EXs become single prize Pokemon, Mega EXs become 2 prize Pokemon, and non-EXs don't give up a prize when KO'd by your opponent's EX if they're Darkness type and we've got Gengar on the board. And remember I showed you the other day all of those lovely new cards from M2, the second Mega Evolution set, Inferno X, and one of them included, Grimsey's Gambit. And that lets you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and just play a Darkness Pokemon. So as long as Gengar's in the top 7 cards of your deck, we now have a supporter card that can just play it. That's a bit ridiculous. Mega Diancie gets the same treatment. Same product, same prices. We got the deck box with the dividers, which are pretty gosh darn cool. And then we've got the sleeves. And maybe it's just me and my aggro tendencies when playing card games. I'm actually pretty calm and chill outside of card games. When I play card games, I love me some aggro decks. And maybe it's just that, but I really like Mega Diancie. I think Mega Diancie looks incredibly fun, and it is just set up as an aggro deck. So we got 270 HP basic, an ability that says it takes 30 less damage from attacks, and then for 2 energy, you can discard up to 2 energy attached to it, dealing 120 for each one discarded. I.e., if there's 2 energy on, you discard both of them, you do 240. But if you only need to do 120, then you can just discard 1 energy, and then it's going to be easier to pay the attack cost next turn. But the thing is, we have Wonder Tag, which is coming in the set as well, in the Mega EX deck, which is one of those attached, well, this time, Psychic Energy to a bent Psychic Pokemon. Think like Dark Patch or Aqua Patch or something like that. And, yeah. So you can get this rolling turn 1 going second. And then you're hitting 240 turn 1 going second with a Pokemon with an effective HP of 300, and then we got A-Specs that can make you a little bit more durable, and I'm just saying, this looks like my kind of Pokemon. So we got a weird desk calendar thing, which is completely new and unique, and I kind of want it. We've got some Pikachu sleeves, which I think, Pikachu's quite popular. And then we got the Mega Diancie and Mega Gengar stuff, which I think people are going to like. And I'm kind of loving it because I'm more after the Mega Diancie. But I do get the feeling that most people are going to be going more for Mega Gengar, and I feel like that might help me. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this, how excited you are, and anything else you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Good us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Diancie. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Star of Dav, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.